What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope you had a great week. I just wanted to bring to you guys another pickups video. Here we have mostly local coin shop pickups this week. Earlier in the week, we had some nice weather up here in Michigan when driving around, looking at a few different coin shops. Didn't really find too much that caught my eye that I wanted to walk out of there with. Partly just not necessarily because they didn't have anything. Stock was pretty good this week when I was looking at my coin shops in different places, some resale places. They had quite a bit of metal, lots of gold, lots of silver. Definitely not having a problem finding it. Premiums were still a little bit high at most places, you know, for what I'd like to pay. Again, I'm not out there just looking for cheap bullion to stack necessarily. You know, with the prices this week dropping, right now it's Friday, early evening, and the spot price did come back up a little bit, almost back up to 22. I believe last time I looked, it was like 2180, 2190 area. We did get down in the low 21s. It was a good dip. It was a good dip this week. I went ahead and picked up 300 ounces of shot. Most of that will get poured and sold off. Some of it will end up in my stack, but I felt pretty comfortable buying the shot up this week with the little dip that we're in. And what you see before you here, again, going out and scouring different places looking for deals. That's what I do. I go out there, I try to find deals to add to my collections, that add weight to my stack. Got a nice coin here I'll share with you in just a moment that I added to my coin collection this week, so I was pretty happy about that. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Last week, if you watched my last week pickup videos, I had some Tombstones. Well, the same coin shop had a couple more in there, same price, generic bin, actually a little bit cheaper this week because of the dip. Generic bin, a couple of these 5-ounce Tombstone Nugget bars, nice size, cool bar, Scottsdale, generic bin prices in the original bags. Was a no-brainer for me. Nice little pickup there to add to my stack for a little bit of weight. So we went ahead and picked up two more. That's what they had. They had two there, and I grabbed them both. So a couple more Scottsdale. Here we got a couple more 5-ounces. This time the button variety. These I found off a gentleman on Instagram. Was pretty happy to find these. Really low premium. They got some nice toning to them. That toning on the cast pieces like this do not bother me, or poured pieces, doesn't matter. You know, it is bullion. It is, I mean, you guys don't want your silver looking like garbage. You still want it to have a little bit of nice eye appeal, you know, and able to sell it down the line if you're trying to sell it on the secondary market or anything, you know. But if you're just dumping it at your coin shop and you don't really care what you get out of it, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, actually I'll take that back. It definitely does matter. You know, my experience over the years, if you have nice, clean looking silver, the coin shops are more apt to pick that up from you than not. You know, for the most part, you can get rid of silver. It's just how much are they going to pay? Are they going to pay you spot, above spot? I don't sell any silver below spot. That's ridiculous. I'll just melt it. And I advise anybody out there, do not sell your silver under spot. Do not do that. I don't care what kind of silver it is. The only type of silver that you may take under spot for would probably be non-pure silver. If you're just definitely afraid to sell in the secondary market or something like that, because you'll always at least get spot. Always. If you have somebody that is willing to buy it, pretty much anybody's going to give you at least spot for silver. You know what I'm saying? If you had silver and you want to sell for spot, and you know, hey, you can hit me up, I'll buy it from you for spot. I don't have a problem with that. Here we have an older art bar. This is a Bach Bar 1-ounce art bar. This one is, I believe, right around 1980-81. There's a couple different variations of this Bach Bar. It is pronounced Bach, by the way. I know a lot of people are confused with that. Back in the day when I was making videos, I've picked up lots of these before. I was actually contacted by a gentleman that worked for this company, and he assured me that's how you pronounce it. So it is Bach, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. So unless he was just some crazy guy that randomly hit me up that knew a bunch about the company, that's probably how it's pronounced. This is a cool little art round here, a little 1-ounce round, local. You guys know I'm in Bay City, Michigan. If you know that, I'm Bay City Bullion. And here we have a town that's really close by, older Freeland, Michigan, an older out round from Bince. It was a apple farm. I just thought it was really cool. I've come across a couple of these over the years. Since it is a local piece, I'm sure not very many of these were minted at all, and I had not put one in my collection yet, and this one was a nice clean one, so that one will go into my art round collection. Another piece here we have a Dove piece. This one is a 2019 from the Holy Land Mint. I definitely like these. I've picked some of these up before in the past. Some of them carry a nice premium. This one's really nice. There's a little bit of scratches on the capsule. Don't really care, pay generic prices for it. I just really like this piece. Again, I have a bunch already. And it was a good save from the generic bin. Over here, you guys are used to seeing these. These are the Honest Value Never Fails, 1974. This one from the USS Constitution, from the Constitution Mint. Here on the back, they made these a couple different years, few different years. I have lots of these. I just like it. I mean, it's from the 70s. It's got a big old ship on it. It's got a nice design. I mean, what's not, you know, it's got the Constitution on the back here, or at least part of it, obviously, right? Article 1, Section 10. Just so anytime I see these in the generic bin, I like to try to save them from being melted if possible. This one's got some pretty toning on it. Same thing, 1974. Just cool old art. Most of you guys, I'm sure, have those. I did have an order from Mutiny Metals again that came in this week. This one is his February. This is the Club Bar, the monthly Club Bar. I try to pick up, you know, at least 2 or 3 of these a month going forward. And he started these Club Bars last summer, and I've been doing it every month. So it's another one in addition to the Wicked Sick Relics that I like to collect. Cool design this month. Really like that. Here we have some older coins. These are 1990 kookaburras and the original Australian holders. These were at the coin shop. Let's see if I not really able to pull it off. It's got a really nice purple bullseye toning underneath the lamp that I'm using for this particular video today. It's really hard to see, but these are in perfect shape in the original holders, and they had 4. So I went ahead and scooped all 4. I paid a little bit more than the regular generic melt price, but not a whole lot more. So I definitely thought that was a nice score. These sell, I think, right around $50, $40-50, or possibly more. So I definitely thought that was a nice score. That's what I'm talking about, guys, is when I'm telling you to buy pieces with premiums already built in. And, you know, you may not be comfortable down the road selling on the secondary market, but what I'd like to bring up about the secondary market, guys, if you really look and see how much the social media, and eBay, and different selling platforms have grown just in the last 5 years, and silver is a very long-term hold, in my opinion, unless you're getting ready for retirement and you're willing to stack, you still have a lot of years to stack. Don't be scared of selling on the secondary market, because who knows what it's going to be like in another 10 years. It's probably going to be even easier to sell in the secondary market. But you may not want to deal with that because, again, there may be tax issues going down the road. You know, actually, after saying that, there may be, you may even want to stay away from the secondary market even more. But I sell a lot on the secondary market, guys. It's really easy. There's a million different ways to accept money nowadays. There's lots of different ways to ship. It's really no big deal. You can do all different types of transactions. Obviously, if you do any business with anybody, get references and get more references. You know, don't just, you know, deal with a lot of money with just a random person on Facebook or on Instagram, you know, unless there's references or people that you know, and there's lots of pages out there where you can see if there's any scammers and the like. So if you do any business online, just make sure that you're using people that have plenty of references, okay? Last but not least, I want to show you this coin that I added to my coin collection. It is an 1858 seated Liberty half. It's got that nice looking toning. It's still got some pretty details, no rim dings. It's got nice eye appeal in my opinion. These are the types of coins that I like to add to my collection, especially if I get them at a nice price. I definitely feel like I paid well below retail price on this coin. So very, very cool. Love it. 1800s. Who knows where this coin's been? These old silver coins, I just absolutely love them. You know, you guys, you've heard me recently tell you, I don't stack 90%, but when it's coin or coin collection, a numismatic piece, it's a completely different thing for me personally. I don't have anything against stacking 90%. If that's what you like to do, or if you have reasons for doing that, by all means do that. I've explained many times, guys. The main reason I don't stack anything but pure silver is because I pour silver, so it kind of protects me from market moves. You know, if the market does drop, I can at least melt the silver and turn it into something else and create a profit that way. So that's kind of why I stay away from non-pure silver. And there's other reasons that I've explained in the past too. I think you'll get less for the silver if the silver ever does spike, go to the moon, if you will. I believe that the refiners and the coin shops will pay more for pure silver than they will any type of silver that they have to actually refine. There's a lot more to it, but I'm not going to get into that in this video, but that's one of the reasons why I stay away from that. But, you know, all different types of silver has its place. I know some people like to stack it because it's recognizable and, you know, or the barter system or whatever, what have you. But it's just not for me. Not for me anymore, at least. That's, you know, outside of numismatic pieces. But that's my pickups this week, guys. I did a lot of trudging around, a lot of hunting, trying to find different things to pick up. Again, not a whole lot of things excited me. Did find a few cool pieces, a nice Instagram snag. Of course, another order from Mutiny Metals. You guys see that a lot from me. He releases lots of stuff, and it's one of the things I collect. So it's just the way that it is. I always end up with a lot of that. Was happy to find 20 more ounces of Scottsdale in the 5-ounce pieces. The 90 kookaburras. I was pretty happy about that. You know, to find the first year and the original holders like that. Nice slick coin for the collection. What have you guys been finding out there lately? Are you guys' shops full of stuff? Are the deals good? Are the premiums high? Have you been finding anything? Any good gems that you've found recently? I'd love to hear about it. You know, let me know down below. Leave me a comment. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.